Let's dive deep into a question that might feel uncomfortably familiar for those who resonate with the idea of being a chosen one. Why is it that, despite all your gifts, despite your unique connection to spiritual wisdom, you struggle to make money? Why does it seem like the material world just doesn't flow to you as easily as it does for others? Here's the thing, this struggle isn't a punishment, nor is it a sign that you're doing something wrong. In fact, it's a profound gift. But before we get to why it's a gift, we need to understand the deeper dynamics at play here. The truth is, most chosen ones are wired differently from the rest of the world. You've probably felt this your entire life, that you see things others don't, that you sense energy, that you have a strong inner calling to make the world a better place. This isn't just imagination. You are tuned into higher frequencies, and because of that, your relationship with the material world, especially money, is fundamentally different.
Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound spiritual lesson.
Money, at its core, is energy. Most people in the world chase after it. They work long hours for it, they stress over it, because they see it as their primary source of security and survival. But for those who are spiritually gifted, you don't resonate with that frequency. You sense, maybe even subconsciously, that true abundance isn't found in material wealth, but in your connection to spirit, to love, to wisdom, to the divine. And here's the paradox, because you're so connected to these higher realms, it can be challenging to ground yourself in the material world. The very thing that makes you spiritually powerful sometimes makes you feel disconnected from the systems and structures that most people use to create financial wealth. This disconnect can cause a lot of frustration. You might feel like you're constantly giving, sharing your energy, your wisdom, your love, and yet the material rewards just don't seem to come. You might see others who don't seem to have the same spiritual depth, thriving financially, and wonder, what am I doing wrong? Why is it so hard for me when it seems so easy for them? But here's the thing, you're not doing anything wrong. In fact, you're doing exactly what you're meant to be doing. The universe has a way of guiding chosen ones into situations where they must learn deep lessons about trust, surrender, and inner abundance. The struggle with money isn't a punishment, it's an invitation. It's a call to shift your perspective and align with a different kind of abundance. You see, for those who are spiritually gifted, the path to financial success looks different. It's not about grinding, hustling, or forcing things to happen. It's about learning to flow with the energy of the universe, to trust in divine timing, and to realize that your worth isn't measured by your bank account. But let's go even deeper. Why do you think you've been chosen to live this way? Why do you think the universe has put you in this position where money feels elusive? It's because you are being trained to transcend the illusion of lack. You are being shown that true abundance has nothing to do with how much money you have, but everything to do with how connected you are to your inner truth. The struggle with money forces you to dig deep into your soul and ask, what do I really value? What is truly important to me? And here's the profound realization: when you stop chasing money and start aligning with your higher purpose, the money will come. But it won't come through struggle, it will come through alignment. So let's continue and dive into the idea that for chosen ones, money isn't something you chase, it's something you attract through alignment. But what does that actually mean? It means that, for you, abundance flows when you're in tune with your purpose, when you're serving from a place of authenticity, and when you trust the universe to guide you. But here's the catch: trusting the universe is easier said than done, especially when you're faced with bills, responsibilities, and a world that constantly equates success with financial wealth. But let me ask you something. Have you ever noticed that when you're deeply immersed in your purpose, when you're serving others from a place of love and authenticity, you feel a sense of abundance that has nothing to do with money? This is the real abundance that the universe wants you to experience. It's the abundance of knowing that you're living in alignment with your highest self. And here's the beautiful part. When you operate from this place of alignment, the material world starts to shift around you. Opportunities that you couldn't have planned for start to appear. People are drawn to you, not because of what you have, but because of who you are. But there's a reason why this process requires trust. The universe doesn't operate on the same timeline as the material world. You might be doing all the right things spiritually, meditating, serving, giving, living in alignment with your purpose, and yet the financial rewards don't come right away. This is where many chosen ones start to doubt themselves. They think, I'm doing everything right, why isn't it working? But here's the thing, the universe is testing you. It's testing your resolve, your patience, and your ability to trust in the unseen. Trust is the foundation of abundance for chosen ones. It's about knowing deep in your soul that the universe is always working in your favor, even when you can't see it. It's about understanding that your value isn't tied to how much money you make, but to how much love, wisdom, and service you bring into the world. And when you fully surrender to this truth, you open the door for abundance to flow into your life in ways that are beyond your imagination. But let's be real for a moment. Trusting the universe doesn't mean sitting back and doing nothing. It means taking inspired action. It means following the nudges, the signs, the guidance that comes from within. It means showing up in the world as your authentic self, sharing your gifts, and trusting that the universe will provide you with everything you need. And here's the magical part. When you operate from this place of trust, miracles start to happen. The right people, the right opportunities, and yes, even the right financial resources will come into your life. But they won't come from a place of struggle or force, they will come from a place of flow. So let me ask you, are you willing to trust the universe? Are you willing to let go of the need to control everything and surrender to the flow of life? This is the key to unlocking abundance for chosen ones. It's not about working harder, it's about aligning deeper. Let's now explore one of the most essential aspects of your journey as a chosen one, the power of inner wealth. This is one of the most misunderstood concepts, especially when it comes to the struggle with money. We live in a world where success is often measured by external wealth, how much money you have, the car you drive, the house you live in. But for chosen ones, those of us who are deeply connected to our spiritual path, the true measure of wealth goes far beyond these material symbols. True wealth, real abundance, is cultivated from within. So what is inner wealth? It's the richness of your spirit, the depth of your connection to your higher self, and the strength of your alignment with your purpose. It's the peace that comes from knowing who you are and why you're here. It's the love you feel for yourself and for others, the wisdom you've gained through your spiritual journey, and the joy that comes from living in harmony with the universe. This kind of wealth cannot be measured by money, and yet it is the foundation for attracting all forms of abundance, including financial wealth. The struggle with money that so many chosen ones face is not a sign that they are lacking. In fact, it's quite the opposite. The universe is asking you to first cultivate your inner riches, to become abundant in your spirit, before you can fully receive abundance in the material world. It's not that you're meant to live in poverty or struggle forever, it's that you're being guided to understand that true abundance starts from within. And once you realize this, the external abundance will naturally follow. But here's where it gets tricky. Most people, even those on a spiritual path, fall into the trap of thinking that they need to have more money, more success, more things in order to feel abundant. They believe that their sense of worth is tied to their bank account, and they spend their lives chasing external validation, hoping that it will make them feel whole. But let me ask you this. Have you ever noticed that no matter how much external success you achieve, it never truly fulfills you? Have you ever found yourself wanting more, even after you've achieved a financial goal? This is because external wealth is never enough to fill the void that can only be filled by inner wealth. You see, when you chase money from a place of lack, when you believe that you need it to feel worthy or successful, you're actually pushing it away. The energy of lack repels abundance. It creates a vibration of fear, scarcity, and desperation, which blocks the flow of prosperity into your life. On the other hand, when you focus on cultivating your inner wealth, when you connect with your inner peace, joy, love, and purpose, you raise your vibration to a level that naturally attracts abundance. This is because the universe responds to vibration, not effort. And when your vibration is aligned with the energy of abundance, the material world has no choice but to reflect that back to you. So how do you start cultivating this inner wealth? It begins with a shift in perspective. Instead of focusing on what you don't have, start focusing on what you already do have. This is where gratitude becomes one of the most powerful tools for raising your vibration. When you begin to appreciate the abundance that already exists in your life, whether it's the love you share with others, the beauty of nature, or the opportunities you've been given, you start to feel abundant from within. And when you feel abundant, you attract more abundance. But it's not just about feeling good or thinking positively. Cultivating inner wealth also requires you to go deeper into your soul, to connect with your true self, and to live in alignment with your purpose. This is the real work. It's about letting go of the limiting beliefs that tell you you're not enough, that you need to prove your worth, or that you're somehow lacking. It's about tapping into the infinite source of abundance that already exists within you. The more you connect with your inner wealth, the more you'll realize that you don't need to chase money or force things to happen. When you're in alignment with your higher self, opportunities will start flowing to you effortlessly. People will be drawn to you, not because of what you have, but because of who you are and the energy you radiate. This is the magic of inner wealth. It transforms you into a magnet for all forms of abundance, including financial prosperity. But there's an even deeper layer to this. When you cultivate inner wealth, you're not just benefiting yourself, you're benefiting everyone around you. Your energy, your vibration, your presence becomes a source of light and inspiration for others. People are naturally drawn to you because of the love, peace, and wisdom you embody. And when you serve others from this place of inner abundance, the universe rewards you with even more abundance. This is the beautiful paradox of abundance. The more you give, the more you receive. But here's the key. You must give from a place of fullness, not from a place of lack. When you're abundant within yourself, you have more to give, and when you give from that place of love and generosity, the universe responds by giving back to you tenfold. This is the cycle of abundance, one that is rooted in the energy of love, service, and alignment with your higher purpose. So let me ask you, are you ready to shift your focus from external wealth to inner wealth? Are you ready to trust that as you cultivate your spiritual riches, the material riches will follow? This is the path of the chosen one. It's not about hustling or grinding, it's about aligning with your truth and trusting that the universe will support you in every way. The struggle with money is not a punishment, nor is it a sign that you're doing something wrong. It's a profound lesson, teaching you to cultivate the kind of wealth that truly matters, the wealth of your spirit. And when you embrace this lesson, when you fully step into your inner abundance, you will find that the external abundance you've been seeking comes to you naturally, effortlessly, and in ways that are beyond your imagination. The final piece of the puzzle, and perhaps the most profound, lies in understanding the ultimate gift hidden in your struggle with money. It is awakening you to your highest purpose. This might sound abstract, but I assure you, it's actually the most practical and transformative insight you can have. The struggle with money is not a burden you're meant to carry forever, nor is it a sign of failure. Instead, it's a powerful mechanism that the universe uses to guide you toward a deeper understanding of who you truly are and why you're here. I think of it this way: if money came easily to you from the very beginning, would you have ever been motivated to ask the deeper questions? Would you have been inspired to seek out your soul's calling, to uncover your spiritual gifts, or to connect with something larger than yourself? Most likely not. The struggle with money has a way of stripping away the illusions and distractions that keep so many people stuck in a superficial life. It forces you to focus on what truly matters. It acts like a mirror, reflecting back to you your deepest fears, your limiting beliefs, and ultimately your greatest potential. But why does this struggle exist? And why is it such a common experience for those who are spiritually gifted or feel that they are chosen ones? It's because, at its core, this struggle is a test. It's a test of your faith, your perseverance, and your ability to trust in the unseen forces of the universe. You, as a chosen one, are not meant to live the same life as everyone else. You are wired differently. And because of that, your path to abundance also looks different. The struggle with money is here to teach you lessons that are far more valuable than any amount of material wealth. It's teaching you to build a foundation of inner strength, resilience, and trust, qualities that will serve you not just in financial matters, but in every area of your life. Now, let's delve into the deeper reason behind this struggle. You are being guided toward your highest purpose. When you are a chosen one, your purpose isn't just about accumulating wealth or achieving personal success. Your purpose is about service, about using your gifts, your energy, and your knowledge to uplift others. But here's the key: the universe often withholds material abundance from you until you fully step into this purpose. Why? Because the universe wants you to realize that your true value doesn't come from external achievements or financial success. It comes from who you are at your core and the impact you have on the world. The struggle with money is a way for the universe to push you deeper into your soul, forcing you to get clear on why you're here and what you're meant to do. It's almost as if the universe is saying, "I'm not going to give you the material rewards until you fully align with your spiritual mission." This might seem harsh at first, but it's actually one of the greatest gifts you can receive. The universe is guiding you to a place where you no longer define your worth by how much money you have, but by how much love, wisdom, and service you bring into the world. And here's the paradox: once you fully embrace this truth, once you start living in alignment with your highest purpose, the material rewards will come. But they won't come because you're chasing them, they'll come because you're in flow with the energy of the universe. Now, let me ask you something: what is your true purpose? Have you taken the time to explore, deeply and honestly, why you're here? This is one of the most important questions you can ever ask yourself. And the struggle with money is an invitation to answer that question. It's an opportunity to go inward, to connect with your soul, and to discover the unique gifts that only you can bring to the world. When you align with your purpose, you activate a powerful energy that draws the right people, opportunities, and resources into your life. You no longer have to struggle or force things to happen. Everything begins to flow naturally. But this doesn't mean that your journey will be without challenges. In fact, the challenges will still be there, but you will approach them from a place of inner peace and knowing. You'll understand that every obstacle is an opportunity for growth. Every setback is a lesson, and every delay is a part of the divine timing. This is the mindset that allows you to transcend the struggle with money and live in a state of abundance, regardless of your external circumstances. And here's one of the most profound gifts of this struggle. It teaches you humility, gratitude, and faith. When you've experienced lack, when you've faced financial difficulties, you develop a deep sense of appreciation for the things that truly matter in life. You become more compassionate, more empathetic, and more connected to others. You realize that true wealth isn't about how much money you have, but about how deeply you can love, how fully you can serve, and how authentically you can live your purpose. So, what is the ultimate gift of the struggle with money? It's not just about finding a way to pay your bills or achieve financial freedom. It's about awakening to your highest calling. It's about realizing that you are here for something much greater than just accumulating material success. You are here to make a difference, to uplift others, and to bring your unique light into the world. And when you fully step into this purpose, the universe will provide you with everything you need to fulfill it. So I leave you with this final question. Are you ready to embrace the gift of your financial struggle? Are you ready to see it not as a burden, but as a profound teacher that is guiding you toward your highest purpose? This is the path of the chosen one. It's not always easy, but it's the path that leads to true abundance that comes not just from money, but from living a life that is aligned with your soul's deepest calling.